Yo, what is up and welcome back to the channel, guys. And today I'm going to be showing you how to cheese the Act 6.4.6 Rage and Lifecycle path. So for this, we're going to be bringing in a team consisting of Dr. Doom, Diablo, Mr. Fantastic, Archangel and Black Widow Clairvoyant. So basically, Diablo is going to give Dr. Doom the ability to land crits on heavy attacks while the opponent is staggered, as well as give Dr. Doom an additional 12% attack rating. As for Mr. Fantastic, he's going to allow Dr. Doom to apply armor breaks when landing heavy attacks, which is ideal or essential for the upcoming fight against Killmonger, the Killmonger mini. As for Archangel, why I bring him in? Because he's ideal for taking on that Crossbones fight later on in this path. Because Crossbones will be able to shrug off Dr. Doom's shocks, so he won't be able to land the heavy attacks and staggers as easily. So without further ado, let's go. So the first fight here, as you see, it's just about landing all the applying staggers from Dr. Doom's heavy attacks, and when you do that, you are ensured a critical hit. So this would actually cause their rage to proc, and then you can nullify that. The opponent becomes shocked, and then that allows you to apply another heavy attack because you're able to stun them. So rinse and repeat, that's the standard rotation. Alright, nothing too much for the next fight as well. We're going up against a Yondu. Same thing once again, you're gonna be wanting to apply a stagger at the start of the fight. And then, once he's staggered, as you see over there, that allows his next heavy attack to be a guaranteed crit. And once that's nullified, as you see, yes, it procs a shock, allowing you to apply a passive stun on your heavy and keep the opponent locked in the corner to do a heavy chain. So for this whole path, it's basically just slapping down the opponent in the corner, and that's about it. However, there's one particular fight coming up next against Proxima Midnight. That fight, she doesn't seem to, number one, be too cooperative in terms of the AI, because as you see over here in the previous fight against Cable, and even in this fight, sometimes in the interval between applying a new stagger and the previous stagger expiring, there's that window of opportunity for the AI to actually punish you, because you won't be able to apply a guaranteed crit heavy, which will of course cause the rage to be proc, and once again allow you to nullify that. So there's that small window of opportunity before you apply the next stagger and after your current stagger has expired. Usually the AI doesn't, as you see in the previous fight so far against Yondu and who was it? Cable. They don't seem to want to counter attack you, so they behave quite nicely. But as you see coming up next in the, especially the Proxima Midnight fight, she doesn't cooperate in terms of that. And number two, something funny is going to happen, which you'll see. So for this fight, of course, I'm not using Dr. Doom, that's why I brought in my Archangel, because Crossbones will be able to shrug off the shocks from Dr. Doom's medium attacks, preventing me from applying all those staggers very easily. So instead, Archangel, as you see over here, he makes quick work of this fight. Ideal counter for this particular fight over here. So you keep him locked in the corner just by applying heavies and neurotoxins. That's about it. Alright, down he goes and on to the next fight. Alright, this is the fight I'm talking about against Proxima Midnight. So just to give you a heads up, I'll actually be fighting her twice. The first fight won't go as well as I hoped it would. You'll see. So as the fight begins, everything goes according to plan. I'm able to proc my stagger on her. Alright, as well as guaranteed crit there. So keep her locked in the corner already. Heavy chain. So here, alright, I've been practicing against her because previously I noticed something weird happening. That's why I baited out her SP2 first, because I didn't want to push her to SP3. As you see, somewhere around this point, alright, number one, the heavy hits that I keep on landing on her don't seem to proc stagger for some reason. It's very weird. I don't know what's happening, but the heavy hits don't proc stagger at all when they should. So let me know what you guys think. What's happening here? I can't seem to figure it out. Alright, here, and this is where it all goes wrong. When she's coming out from that SP tree, she should be suffering from passive stun, and she wasn't. So as you saw, I wasn't able to punish her after that, so in again I went, I tried the next fight again, I quit the fight, in I went again. This time I sort of knew what I had to do to prevent her from basically turning the tide against me in this fight. So, fight proceeded over here. You'll notice no stagger, no stagger, no stagger at all. What's happening? Landed 3 heavy attacks, no stagger. Alright, but not to worry. Here's hoping that this time Dr. Doom's L3 would behave as intended. And it does. She's suffering from a passive stun, able to punish her, drain her power from SP1. Alright. So here I begin the next cycle. Alright. So she's behaving pretty well right now. Very nice. Okay, over there. Yep. So basically, why you want to be doing an SP tree against Proxima Midnight is her AI in particular compared to the other opponents. She tends to be able to punish you in that interval that I mentioned, the interval between the previous or current stagger expiring and before you apply the new stagger. She's able to seize that window of opportunity and counter-attack you or punish you with her own SP tree. So pay attention, in particular for this particular fight, this is what you want to be doing against Proxima. The other fights, very standard, just heavy chain in the corner, slap all you want. Alright, next up, against Juggernaut. The beginning of the fight is gonna be a little bit different because, as you know, Juggernaut starts the fight with Unstoppable. So you don't want to be parrying him at the very start. You want to let the Unstoppable wear off. So this is what I do over here. I just bide my time, let the Unstoppable expire, and in I go right now. Apply the first stagger, push him to the corner, second stagger. Alright, here I'm applying 3 parries because I don't want him to activate his SP attacks and go unstoppable at any time. Alright, slow and steady does it. He's in the corner already. One more time. Alright, he's locked in. Fun begins. If you're sick and tired of spamming heavies in the corner, or if your thumbs start to hurt, you can expedite this fight by throwing in an L3 or 2, alright, to speed up the damage. But, I mean, who doesn't enjoy bitch slapping opponents in the corner, eh? Alright, down he goes. Let's go on to the next fight. Next up, after Jugs, we have coming up next. The next 2 fights are gonna be Winter Soldier. Same thing, nothing too unique. And following that, we have Vulture. Same thing as well. Just basically do Dr. Doom's heavy chains in the corner, bread and butter rotations. That's about it. Right, so by using this, you notice that number 1, of course, it saves you on those precious revives. You don't have to spend any units or resources when handling this path. Number 2, as you see, I just do the minimum heal on Dr. Doom because I'm running suicides, and preferably that's what you want to be doing for this path because you want to maximize your attack rating for maximum damage output to push them, or should I say rather, to cause them to activate their rage. So here with this method, you notice that you just need to heal up the bare minimum. Maybe just 1 or 2 L3 potions or 1 L5 potion, that's about it. Or rather, I would say, in fact, you can even potentially go through this whole path itemless. Because thinking back about it, that Proxima Midnight fight cost me 50% of my health because I had to quit the fight, reset the app, go back in again. So if she cooperates in the very first instance where after your first L3 she's stunned or she's passively stunned, then of course you don't need to reset the fight. You can just carry on, take minimal damage against her and carry on the rest of the path without using any items. Alright, so this Vulture fight, pretty standard as well. Nothing too major here. Even if you miss, I mean based on his ability causing you to miss an attack, no biggie. So once he's trapped in the corner, once again the fun begins. Just wail on him with your heavy chain. Can't do anything about it. I don't know about you, man, but being able to heavy opponents in the corner infinitely is really cathartic. Especially after a hard day's work, you know? Like if your boss has treated you badly, or your wife is nagging at you at home, right? And you find her incessant nagging very irritating, just head on to this path. Alright, just do some heavy chains in the corner to relieve some stress. Alright, and up next, the last normal fight, so to speak, on this path against Ultron before we come up against that Killmonger mini-boss. So I know that not every one of you would have Dr. Doom at this current moment in time, but as time goes by, of course, more and more of the community would be able to pull him and use him on this path, because Dr. Doom was meant or was made for such scenarios. No two ways about it. If you were to use other characters, other champs, yes, you could deal with Rage itself, even if they become unblockable. Alright, with 5 stacks of Rage, you can even use Ghost to down this path, but it's going to take a long time and you are going to be bored out of your mind doing phase intercepts. It's going to be a really long and arduous fight. So why not make the most of it? Let this fight be fun. Use Dr. Doom. One other gripe I have is definitely if the restrictions weren't in place, you weren't restricted to 5 and 6 star champions, you could also use a 4-star Dr. Doom to easily cheese this path as well. No two ways about it. But as you know, that's Kabam's policy, so you can't do much about it. Alright, anyways. Last fight on this path, Killmonger Mini. And this is why I brought in Diablo, to allow Dr. Doom, or should I say rather, this is why I brought in Mr. Fantastic, to allow Dr. Doom to proc armor break on heavies. So at the start, you want to be doing a shallow evade. You don't want to allow him to build up any power by parrying him. And this is where you start pushing him in the corner. He goes indestructible for 3 stacks. So be it. It's inevitable, alright? And now the fun begins. Because of the Mr. Fantastic synergy, you're able to proc armor breaks, which deactivates his vibranium armor. So you won't be suffering from any reverb, even as you see when he's at maximum power at this point in time. So keeping him locked in the corner. Alright, just wailing down on him. Mini boss with 450,000 HP. Alright, more fun with bitch slapping for us. Alright, so one of my most favorite paths in Act 6.4. I really like this path a lot. Really therapeutic path. Anytime I feel stressed, this helps me to get that load off of my mind. Alright, so finish him with an SP3 there, and down he goes. That's how you achieve the whole path in Doctor Doom and his synergies. Alright, so that's about it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Take care. Peace out.